How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are doing another how-to with another character, and in this one we are finally doing Rick. I have played him a lot, I've talked about Rick a lot, but I have not done a how-to video yet, and for all the people out there that still play multiverses, I know there's not a lot left compared to what we thought there would be right now, but the ones that are out there that are watching this video and you like to play Rick and you want to know how to play him, this can be a video for you. I played Rick a lot, so I know a lot about his movesets and, stuff you want to try to do with him. So we're just going to pretty much hop straight into it. Not going to hold you any longer. So Rick, I'm just wearing this cool, mech suit Rick. I like this skin. It's a very cool skin. He's got a lot of good moves. This being one of his best combos you can do with him is you go down and then up. I went sideways. You go down and then up. And then you can hit with that. When it's fully charged, the acorn there will do more damage and has better reach. But the rocket boosters on the ground, like going down, have a very good range. You can see, like, if he stops moving, they hit pretty high up, and you don't even have to be under them to hit them. Like, you can be like this and just be in them pretty much, and you'll still get the hit, which is very cool. It's a very good move, in my opinion. And it's something that can help you get a lot of combos started. You just go bang, bang, charge up, hit him up. There's a lot you could do with Rick, so we're going to go over it all. One of my favorite moves with him is if you're running and you jump, and you press to the side, he will hit you with this hexagon there, which is another great move. It has great knockback, and not a lot of moves get priority over it, which is awesome, because obviously who wouldn't want a move that has a lot of priority? Like, who doesn't like that? Everybody does. So that's another one. This move here, where you just go side, and then you can do a lot of combos with this. You run to the side, hit them up, charge this, and then just go down, wait for them to come down. Look, it all depends on the type of player you're going against. As in every character, as in every game, especially fighter games, when you're playing against somebody, that's something you want to, learn how to do, is learn how somebody else plays against you, and you can use that to your benefit, especially using a character like Rick. He's somebody you want to study other players with, learn their moves, because he's not the strongest, definitely not the strongest, but he's a good character in my mind. So we're going to keep going over his movesets. So when you're standing on the ground and press up, you can charge this whip, and there's a perk with Rick that I use with him. When you charge the whip, and it hits up, it'll hit them up, and that second hit will send them back down. So what I like to do is hit them up, and then I'll do this, but it'll be lower to the ground, so it's a good combo to get a decent amount of damage on. I think we're probably going to end up killing him with this here. So you go down, hit him down, and then go up if he doesn't move at least. It's a very good move, in my mind, and it's a great combo starter if you want to learn how to, be beginners with, combos with him. One of the best moves Rick has to offer is his charge, as I said here, and then he also has this side attack here that you can hit with that gets again another great knockback. It's a great move to have. Something that he really needs is just more knockback, better power, and this is a character that has a good balance of all of it. But as I was saying, I think the best move he has in his arsenal is his recovery, and one of his recoveries, he technically has two, so if I'm falling off the map, I can just teleport up using this, and then it'll go to the cyber skis. That is one recovery that you can use once until the portal recharges. That is not something you can do all the time. But my favorite thing about him is this recovery. When you charge this up and do this, you can do this twice in the air before you have to touch the ground again and go for it again. But this is a move, as you see there, if you catch somebody with that when they're on a higher health, pretty much 80 and above or close to the top of the map, you will kill them with it. That's another thing that's great to use if you can time it and just blast them up, hit them up again, and then just blast them up. And just like that, dead on 89. It's a great combo in my mind. You can do a lot of great things with Rick, as I've been saying, but that is honestly, I have to say, his best move, in my opinion. And look at that, dead before 100. I never kill anybody before 100 with really any other character. Rick is pretty much the only one I really ever have so far because of these type combos with him. So if you still play the game and you're watching this video and you want to know, certain combos with different characters, this is definitely a good one for Rick. That should have hit, but it didn't. It's okay, it happens. But you can see, like, all the stuff I'm doing while I talk is just going over certain combos you can just watch in the background just to try to learn and, get good with. because it's stuff that you want to, obviously know playing the game and using this character. It's stuff that you definitely want to get good with. Even you don't have to charge it up. It'll hit for 9 damage, bam, dead on 90. It's a lot of good stuff with him, and he's very underrated in my opinion, and, he's always been a good character in my mind, and I've loved using him ever since he came out. And bam, bye. Every time. That's a good kill move. You can do it twice, as I said. You can hit it once, and you can just do it real quick again, just to try to hit him up. You can just, but you have to touch the ground after you do it twice. So if you hit him up like this, you can just, if you hit him up actually, and then just bing, you can just do it real quick. Bing. It's a lot of great stuff with Rick, and he has a lot of sneaky moves. And this, like, we haven't even gone over his whole moveset yet, and I already feel like he's a great character, which, he is, but I feel like with this moveset alone, he's already a top character in my mind. The next thing we're going to do is the Meeseeks. When you stand here, for me on Xbox controller, I use an Xbox controller on my computer, but for me, you press Y, you spawn a Meeseeks, and you can send them in either direction. It's honestly a cool move to use, and, once it recharges, there's something else you can do with it. So you jump up and you press it. You can use them as a recovery, which is something cool. If you go down and press it, he'll come out with a golf club and he'll hold it, and then he'll hit for a decent amount of damage. The Meeseeks are very underrated for Rick's arsenal. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're annoying. Especially in this game, annoying is good when using combos, because why not? You want to be in, especially playing against somebody, if you're playing against, a Tom and Jerry or a Gizmo or some character that likes to stay at distance and just, hit you with projectiles the whole time, you can just stand there and send the Meeseeks at them. If they're just trying to stand there and, shoot arrows at you or something, you can send the Meeseeks to either take the hit or get over and do damage for you, which is something cool. It's definitely something that a lot of other characters don't have. They don't have necessarily, like, something that you can just use as a sacrifice in my mind, as are the Meeseeks. You can use them as a sacrifice or a damage stat. It's pretty cool either way, what they do with them. And it's a very underrated move for Rick. So the next thing, as we saw before with the portal, is the cyber skis. They don't do a whole lot of damage, and it's harder, a little bit harder to control where they go, but they're pretty cool. So you can continue using them back and forth until the portal respawns, and the portal you can, pretty much put in any direction, which is cool. And like I said, look at that. You already get like a 55, pretty good damage combo going on there. And if you just double jump and catch them with that, they're dead. You just catch them again. That move is the biggest kill move you can use, and it is the best and the strongest for Rick in my mind, especially at such a high level in such a high damage stat. So he's got a good one. That's the best, vertical one. The best horizontal, I have to say, is probably the charging one with this, because the knockback power is just so massive. You can see you just hit him with a good knockback. It doesn't kill, but it'll do a lot of damage, which is cool. So if you just run around with it and then just knock him off the side of the map, you'll get the kill eventually. But I mean, Shaggy's not the best character to show this against, because he is a tank and he tanks a lot of damage. If you can clearly see, he tanks way too much, and it's kind of annoying. But again, good attack, good knockback, good everything. Just like pretty much everything Rick has is just pure. And it honestly takes, I like to say he takes skill to use. Like, he's not one of these characters that you can just slap on and he's just going to be, insanely good from the start, because he's not. That's not how he works. That's not how his character is. You need to know what you're doing with him and need to put a couple combos together with him. And it's something that you can, get good with. A lot of top players did like to use Rick at one point. There was a couple of them that used him because he was just good. He still is. He was a good character. Somebody that was fun to use and does, decent amount of damage and doesn't die on low health, but doesn't take a lot to kill him either. So he's, as I said, he's, I think, the perfect combination of everything in my mind, because he just has a lot to his arsenal. As I said, you can just dodge anything with this, use the cyber skis, they have a pretty good damage, pretty good range, and then you just get them up and bye every time. So there's only a couple things really left to go over with Rick, and there's honestly pretty much 2 moves left. When you hold that, when you press down and then press down in X, it'll shoot out the fart. You can continuously do this over and over again. If people are annoying, you can just kind of try to catch them in a continuous loop. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's funny. makes the fart noise and everything, so I just find it as a funny move. That one could be a good, pretty good combo starter if you catch them in it, but not a lot of people walk into this because you have to be on top of them to do it, and you have to either catch them falling down or just hit them with some stupid move, something like that. But that's not really that big of an important move. So obviously his basic attacks where you do this, he'll hit you twice, he'll hit you with his laser blades. Oh, that's not what I meant. He'll hit you with his laser blades, kick you, and then hit you with a rocket, which will do some damage. Obviously, everything in his arsenal, in every character's arsenal, does damage, which is cool. But I like his arsenal the most, and even like that. Again, you don't even have to be on top of them to hit it. It just does damage, which is cool. And easy 0 to 50 combos with him, I think, definitely. But there is one more move left to show with Rick in this video, and I think it's honestly one of the coolest if you can hit it. So we're going to try to hit it. You're going to press down and then press Y, but the thing just gets knocked into it. So what you can do when that blast goes off is if you hit them with it, it'll turn them into the Rain Dog, which easy to kill on, as you can see. I killed him on 37, and it also increases Rick's height or your partner's height. I think it's actually just Rick on that one, but it increases Rick's height and it can make him like the size of a building, which is very cool. That is always a very good one. Like, even if you don't hit them with it, once it reloads, I'll just stand in it, and I'll actually hit him again. I'll just stand in it and turn into a massive creature, and then you don't even have to get them to a high attack to kill them once they're Rain Dog, because they're a weak Rain Dog. They're not like the actual Rain Dog character. They are just a Rain Dog figure that can't do anything but run around and jump. So that's definitely a move you want to try to learn to target and get good at aiming with, because if you can aim with that, you're going to be pretty good. And if you turn people into Rain Dog, especially at a high health, you'll knock them right out of the map, even though you don't even have to. You don't have to necessarily do it, as I've just shown. You can just hit them up once they're at like 30. If you get them to the top of the map or the side of the map, they're pretty much dead. It doesn't last too long. It only has about like 4 or 5 seconds of Rain Dog, but it's still enough if you're quick and you know what you're doing with them. So that is pretty much it for Rick in this video. As I've said, as I've been talking, I've been going over and just doing a lot of different combos with him. If you guys like that, as I'm, just talking here, just watch the combos in the background of the video and just learn how to play him pretty much. It's something good that you want to use with him, and he's just a character you want to learn. I feel like he's funny, great show, great character just in shows in general. He's just a good all-around character for Multiverses. I like him a lot. He's been one of my favorites that they've released in a while. And as I said, he's not broken, but he's not bad either. I think he is perfectly balanced, as a character should be. And he will continue to be one of my favorites going forward as long as I play this game. Might not be much longer, but who knows. We're still praying for hopefully a Mordecai and Rigby at some point. That would definitely keep me going on this game. But that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you want to see another character, I would definitely like to do that. You guys just let me know who. That being said, hope y'all enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.